Hello everyone. In today's tutorial, I'm going to explain how you can integrate Clevertap's push notifications using the Android Studio plugin that we have in less than 5 minutes. And when we talk about push notifications, it's a very important mobile engagement channel using which you can reach out to your customers even when the user is not actually using the app. So let's get to it now. When we talk about push notifications using Clevertap, Clevertap sends push notification using Firebase Cloud Messaging, that is FCM. So if you don't have a Firebase console or a Firebase account, then what you can do is you can go to Google, type in Firebase, and click on the first link that you get. Right, it will take you to a page where it shows you with an option to go to console if you are logged in into Google. Right, if you want to change the account, if you want to link it to your company account, company Gmail address or anything like that, you can do that, and then you can go to the console. Now in the console you can create a new project, or if you have an existing project you can go there as well. Right, but let's create a new project, and after you name the project, right, it takes some time. It takes about 1 to 2 minutes for the project to get completely loaded up, and then you can click on this particular integration button of Android. Right, in here it will ask you the package name to which the integration is going to be done. Right, so you can fetch the package name from your Android application by going to your app's build.gradle file, and in there will be the application ID. Right, so just copy that, paste it there, and once that is done, you can download the Google services.json file. Now this is an important file that needs to be added into the application so that the Firebase messaging service is enabled into your application. Right, so just download it. So that's it. So now that we have Google services.json file, just let's go to the settings of Firebase and copy some keys that we need to add to Clevertap dashboard. Right, so Clevertap dashboard needs the server API key and also the sender ID. Right, so just go to settings, project settings, cloud messaging, and copy the server API key. Right, you can then add it to you can go to Clevertap dashboard, go to settings again, go to channels, mobile push, and in the Android part, right, in the FCM credential part, add the sender ID and the server API key. Right, so this is the things that are important with respect to the Clevertap dashboard when we talk about push notifications. Right, now let's see what we need to do on a code level, right, for the integration. So when we talk about code level, there are two scenarios, right? One is you already have integrated push notifications, and you just need, or you need to ensure that the push notifications that are sent from Clevertap is also being rendered by the app. And on the other side, the other scenario is that you don't have push notifications at all in your app, and you are going to do a fresh integration of push notifications now. Right, so the plugin is capable of doing both. Right, so to choose this, right, what you need to do is go to file, right, go to new. You can see the Clevertap assistant uh, option there. In there, click on push notification. Right, the first question is exactly that: have you implemented push notification using FCM? If no, so let's explore both the scenarios, but in the first case, let's click on no. Right, so when you click on no, it asks you some more details. Right, what it is going to do is it's going to create a service for you with the name that you are going to give. Right, so I have already set up a FCM message listener service. Right, and this service will take care of all the other process of sending the push token that is captured by Firebase to Clevertap, and also rendering the notifications when Firebase sends the notification to your mobile application. Right, so how the push notifications work in Clevertap is that you create a campaign in Clevertap, and Clevertap sends that detail to the Firebase or FCM backend, and FCM sends that to your mobile application. Right, so you specify the FCM service name, then you specify the channel ID. Now channel ID is a mandatory field, right? It was made mandatory post Android O, right? So that devices who are getting a notification payload, they need to have a channel ID specified. You can basically write anything in there, right? If it's common for all your users, you can just type in test. And this third question is the FCM sender ID, right? So you can copy and paste the sender ID from the Firebase console itself, right? We had seen that sender ID in the settings part of the FCM project, right? Now it's asking you about the dependency version, right? This is basically, so this plugin is going to add the Firebase messaging SDK, the FCM, the Firebase Cloud Messaging SDK into the app, right? So do you have a specific requirement that this dependency should be used? And in here it's defaultly written as 20.2.4, but you can always just research and put the latest version as well, right? The other part is adding the Google service file, right? Now you can click on upload, and you remember in the first half we had downloaded the Google services file. So you can just click on upload and then just go to the position, go to the place where you had basically downloaded the Google services file and upload it, right? And then after doing that, just click on OK, right? Now what it will do is this panel shows you all the code changes that it is going to do into your application, right? So once you are okay with it, you see that okay, everything is fine, you can click on OK, and it will basically enable the application to have uh, the push notifications in it. Now if you run the app, right, and you go to the profile of Clevertap that will be created, you can see that the profile has the push notification button, the FCM token, as well as the ability to send a test push, which means that the integration is perfect now. Now let's explore the other scenario where you already have FCM enabled and you are sending push notifications using Firebase, and you just want to ensure that you are going to use, or you are going, the Clevertap push notifications will also be rendered correctly in the app, right? So for this, all you will need to do is in the same setting, you just go to File, New, Clevertap Assistant, Push Notification, and in it, the question, right, have you implemented push notification using FCM? Just click yes, right? It will only ask you the channel ID, right? So once you give the channel ID, right, what it will do is it will basically tell you that these are the file changes that is going to do. So let's see a bit on what are the things that it's going to add, right? So it's going to add certain receivers to click. Basically this is to capture the button clicks that are going to happen in the push notification, and it's also going to add the notification, the code for the channel ID, right, in your launching activities on create method, right? And also it is going to add a small snippet in your FCM service class, right? So you in your FCM message service class, what it will do is it will add a code snippet which basically does this for you. It basically checks if the notification is from Clevertap, then let Clevertap handle it, right? It basically says that hey, if notification, if info dot from Clevertap is a boolean and it's true, then let Clevertap handle it. And otherwise, in the else section, whatever you wish to, or your mechanisms, right, or your building, your notification builder that you have coded up, you can add it in the else part. So whenever a notification will be sent from FCM or any other source, that particular notification builder will be triggered and the notification will be rendered. And whenever the notification is coming from Clevertap, the Clevertap's create notification method will take care of the rest of the implementation, right? And there will also be a small other change that in the on new token method, the Clevertap instance is initiated, and also it makes sure that the token, the FCM token that is being generated by Firebase and which is allotted to that particular device is sent to Clevertap, and Clevertap stores it into that particular profile, right? So this will basically automate everything for you. You don't need to do anything after this point, right? You can even test this. You can just run the app, and then if you go to the particular profile, right, you can see the token in the device information if you scroll down, and also you can see that test push is enabled, and you can send a test push as well, right? So using the plugin, this is how simple the integration of push notifications is going to be. I hope that you liked the plugin as well as the video. If you have any questions or queries related to the integration of push notifications using the Android Studio plugin, do let me know in the comments and I will make sure that you're addressed correctly. Thank you.